Hey guys, I got a new guest today. Special guest because he's more than an artist, but he's also a friend. I'm so happy to have him on my podcast today because he's one of the, I've been a lot of people hustling and grinding, but him, nah, he took it to another level, bro. This guy is always busy doing something. Since I met him, every week he's always doing something. So I was trying to get him into my podcast way before that, but I couldn't. But finally, I got him. Hey, how you doing, Lazaris?
Yo, what's up, my brother?
How you doing, my G? You good?
We good.
I'm
Amazing.
so happy to have you on my podcast today.
I'm happy to be here. I'm glad I was able to make it and keep the schedule. You know what's up.
Yes, sir. Man. Yes, sir. I want you to introduce yourself to the people who don't know you first.
Y'all don't know me, you already know. It's your boy Lazaris, the top don of the Bronx. You heard, aka the savior of hip-hop. Y'all know me live and direct right from Hunts Point. Shout out to everybody, all the BX artists. We here on the Yellow Taxi podcast with my brother So French. You already know. I'm happy to even be here. Besides him just being a podcast person, he's family to me, you know what I'm saying? So I always like to keep my word when I come. He's right, I do be busy, but I look at it like when you got time and love for your people, you support their business, you're going to be here. That's why I'm here.
Thank you. So I want to talk about a little bit of your music. When did you start rapping?
Oh my God. Oh my God, you brought it back. God bless. For those that don't know, since y'all gonna go back, I know y'all look at me and say, damn, he's a young man and all that, but I've been making music since I've been 7 years old. Wow. And music comes from my DNA and my bloodline. For those that don't know, I'm Cuban and Puerto Rican. Shout out to my uncle Arsenio Rodriguez. That's Arsenio Rodriguez, for those that don't know, Spanish. Street renamed after him in the Bronx. My other uncle, Alfredo Almendros Chocolate. Chocolate, for those that know Spanish, right here, right in front of Taino Tower. So both my uncles were very famous and made music and came here, before hip-hop was migrated and started with Afro-Congo sounds. So when I tell people that I make music for that long, it's because music comes from my bloodline and my DNA.
Okay.
Since then.
And when you get it seriously, like when you start to take it seriously, do you want to take it to another level?
I say about 13 or 14 years old because I started going to neighborhoods and battling other people from other blocks. And then I fell in love with the creation of music, not just music for myself, but for other people. As a ghostwriter, then writing English, writing Spanish, writing R&B. And then I just found myself always kind of like a poet. I always wanted to be behind the creative part. So that's how I knew at the end of the day that this calling was for me was something monumental.
Okay. And how the Bronx affect your music?
Oh, the Bronx affects my music because we the home of hip hop, baby. You know what I mean? Shout out to KRS-One, the teacher. Shout out to, Africa Bombada. Shout out to, let's give it to my man, Kool Herc. Let's shout out to my brother, the father MC of hip hop, Coke LaRock. Of course, got to give a big shout out, of course, to my brother, Grandmaster Cass. Come on, I'm influenced by some of the best in the heavy, and I've been dedicated to actually rhyme around them and be around them and be in their presence. So, I'm heavily influenced. Of course, shout out to Pun, Joe, always,
Any project coming out that you got right now?
Oh, of course, for those that don't know, my first album is out already called Success in My Path, Volume 1. It's on Billboard charts, went gold, did 575,000 streams. Thank you to all my fans. And I got my second album coming out now. It's called The Life of a Dawn, Volume 1. And it's set to be coming out. I should be dropping either in September, early, mid, or maybe ending, depending on how the platforms tell me. But it is definitely, the project is done. I was kind of holding back because I went and got new distribution. You can catch me on distributor now through Empire. Shout out to Wale Coyote and all of them down there, Ghazi and all my friends, and Al Pizarro Hip Hop Boulevard.
Any collaboration on it?
Oh yeah, I got a few surprise collaborations on there. Shout out to my super producer Cover. You already know COD. Got him on there. Got a few different features, like you'll see the song with me and Dice on there that hit 1 million, of course. Shout out to Cover for producing that. You'll see features with me and All Lyric. For those that don't know, All Lyrical, legendary, official Spanish, Colombian artist, from Brooklyn. Started off his career even riding with Eminem, So you'll see me always doing something monumental. And then, of course, I wanted to show them that I can make all genres and forms of music on this album.
Who's your top 5 artists right now?
Ooh, we got to be a little more specific than that. We're talking about top 5 and all the hip-hop, or you talking about new generation? Because those questions mean a lot.
Okay. So let's put a new generation.
Top 5 new generation. I'm definitely going to put Drake and Kendrick up there. They there. I'm going to give J. Cole his props. You know, they there. You can't be mad at them, even though everybody be fighting over them being the big three. I'm not fighting over the three. I'll be honest. I like them all. Gotta give my man Joey Badass. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He definitely up there. You know what I'm saying? And then another one that I'm gonna give it to, and it's kind of probably gonna throw y'all off, but I'm gonna give it to BDP, the Backpack Man from Chicago, because you know, his work ethic at the end of the day is incredible. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to get known a lot over here. He's new and upcoming. His style is not like nobody that I ever heard, and you know, you gotta give credit where credit's due.
You like the old generation or the new generation better?
For me, it's kind of a mix. I like a mix of both. So at the end of the day, it depends on the atmosphere. So like if I'm with an older crowd, then you know we can always play the boom bap and all the old school music. But then as a creator, my mind drifts. So you'll see me listening to old, you know, samples, maybe Al Green. You maybe see me, he listed in the, you know, Beethoven, stuff like that, because I'm into all of that and I'm into sampling and doing stuff. But then I'm around certain atmospheres and certain crowds now where there's like hype up music, you know, like BDP the Backpack Man, like OJ the Juice Man, like all these other guys that I'm starting to hear now that up jump and kind of move up, you know, Slizzy, Ice Spice, you got Destiny Fate, you got all these other people that giving you up-tempo music. So I've learned that music is generational. You must move with the times. So, you know, I listen to everybody.
Yes, sir. What do you think about drill music?
I think drill music at the end of the day is drill music. I mean, a lot of people try to blame drill music and the youth for killing people, but I keep telling them music doesn't kill people. People kill people. And drill is just another form of energy, because music is a form of energy. So remember, that's that sturdy, I'm on demon time kind of music. But I know people that made positive drill songs. And I know positive drill raps, and I know some drill that doesn't even have anything to do with killing anybody.
You're right.
So we got to stop categorizing things, you know what I mean? It's the people that are making the choice.
See you a lot with the Day Famous. That's your boss, or?
No. With Day Summit?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Day Summit. No, shout out to my brother Scott Morris. You already know that's my brother. Shout out to him and his business and more bookings and everything that he does. Me and Scott been friends forever. People don't know I was one of the first panelists ever, you know what I mean, when he put together, you know, the Day Summit. So anytime I see my brother moving forward and creating a tour from New York City, like Rolling Loud, of course I'm gonna be there. And shout out to him, all his artists, Chrissy Bands, you know, everybody that's just on his squad. I love all of them there, you know what I mean? Even the Black Goddess that does the promotions, that's just all family for me, you know what I mean? And for me, I'm always the same, no matter how much money or what cloth I'm cut from, I stay the same with my people. And I appreciate him and his platform and what he does.
How do you think all those beef like Jim Jones and Cameron, or do you think it's good for hip hop?
To tell you the truth, yes. I'm gonna tell you the honest truth, yes. Why? Because I truly believe that it's publicity. I don't truly believe that it's real beef. Sometimes I feel like it's like me and you, for I could call you and be like, yo, you know what, today I'm gonna say, I don't like the Yellow Taxi podcast, you know what I mean? And then you tell me, okay, well, I still interviewed you, so you know what? Now we're gonna make beef. And what happens? People wanna see people beef. So people wanna buy ratings. So ratings come from making a beef. So I can tell them, oh, that song was whack, man. Even though the song was fire. But at the end of the day, me and you already had made an agreement that nobody else knows. So that happened. I'm not saying that's what happened with them, because I respect both of them, but I'm just saying publicity sells, man.
So you think beef is good for hip hop then?
I don't think beef is good, don't get me wrong. I just think that people make beef for publicity. And I think that publicity is good for hip hop.
Okay. Ever got beef against another artist?
I mean, I probably have, but at the end of the day, they never want to try to step to me on the mic. I mean, if they want to do that, I mean, remember, I'm El Fuerte besides being the Don. I mean, you're gonna have to tell me something else besides I'm Spanish, bro. I mean, that is real hard, not to be cocky or funny, but I came up battle rap and I write for others. A lot of people be like, this is not the kind of guy that I think you want to get on the microphone with. But I mean, no, I've never had that real problem. I actually be waiting for it.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I was there. Because if that industry stuff was to come like that, I think they know I might end their career with a couple records, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's very hard. But I don't go look for it. So no, I've never actually had it.
I saw you beef one day.
Yes.
SOB.
Oh, yeah, that's because
And I witnessed it.
that was a mistaken identity. They thought I was someone else and thought that I wasn't who I was saying I was.
I know, but at the end, they found out who you are.
I mean, yeah, I still try to promote the peace.
I don't want to give too much detail.
No, I try to promote the peace, but you know, if somebody come and grab you, right, and tell you that you're not who you are, I mean, and you're trying to show them respectfully the proof of things that's going on, I mean, you have a right. Remember, I got bodyguards, I got people that hold me down too, you know what I mean? But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna hold myself down, you know what I mean?
I seen 2 people on the floor.
Things happen, you know.
And I almost went down too, you know that?
Oh man, things happen.
I was trying to break it down. And then when you were proud, like, oh shit, it's Fuerte.
You know,
damn.
Everybody thought we were slow dancing, you know.
I
It's
know,
not
but
something
I
I'm
got
proud
your back.
of, but you know, I was just trying to make my way into the spot. And they told me I wasn't who I was, and I just kind of was like, okay, well, if I'm not who I am, then who else it is?
Okay. Anyway, that day, if something will have to go
Now
down.
I'm friends with those people anytime, so you know.
Okay, I respect that. Who would you like to collaborate? If you had the choice, like anybody, like you would say, damn, I would like to have a feat with him.
All right, we going there, man. All right, we going new school, old school. It's a good one. You gotta tell me.
Let's go new school. Let's go.
All
new
right,
school.
we're going new school. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're probably gonna go crazy, but I would like to do a song with Carrie Hilson.
Carrie Hilson.
I like Carrie Hilson very much. She's one of those that just touches my soul a whole lot. I would like Jean Aiko.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Jean Aiko. Let me get another one. Let me see, Keisha Cole. Okay, and of course I gotta throw my favorite. Shout out to my brother Swiss Beats. You know, I got his wife, Miss Alicia Keys, is my favorite. Playing the piano no matter how old I get.
Okay.
So I would love to work with her. And last but not least, Mary J. Blige.
Whoa.
Mary J. Blige.
That's a big one.
That one right there is for me all the time. That's, you know, me thinking still up to date. Because remember, even though Mary's old school, she's still up to date no matter what.
Yes, sir.
If we going back, I'm going to go India Ari. Yes, India Ari. I would take it there for you. I will go Jill Scott. All right. I'm definitely going to go with Missy. All right. Because people don't know that Missy actually writes R&B too.
Okay.
All right. And then this one might throw your head off. But Tweet. You remember Tweet?
Yeah, it was just back in the day.
She's over my head. Yeah, that's right.
Damn, you still got, yeah, you're a real culture, you.
Yes.
Yes, sir. What do you think about female hip-hop dominating the game right now?
I love it. Love it. And I think it's amazing. It reminds me of the WNBA and sports. You know why? Because women have become the natural top paying and earning people in the business. Remember, women don't usually care about emotional feelings like we do when it comes to the business. They're emotional creatures on themselves, but most of the time when you see most of these success stories, it's usually the wife running the campaign or the PR marketing or the girlfriend or the sister or this or that, because they have the business keen knowledge and sense. And even when you go to your Google and you AI it, women have made the most money and have came up the most in business this year alone. So I'm all for it. I'm all for women's sports. I'm all for women making more money. I'm one of those guys that I'm willing to petition to say women should get paid more in their job and positions. When Mother's Day and all those things come around, I look and I say, I'm not against it. I understand.
Okay, but I don't see you having a lot of songs with females though.
No, I have a lot of songs with females.
For real?
The problem is now that they're going to be coming out now, and I'm going to be putting them out now, and the problem is with me, when I put out music, you have to have all your stuff together. See, I do business the right way. A lot of times I have music with people, but their stuff is not copywritten, they not this, they not that, but all my stuff is.
Okay.
So if I put it out, right, it no longer becomes theirs anymore.
Oh yeah, because you put a copyright on it.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So I try to keep peaceful with my people, tell them a price, let them pay off, do things that's like that. Because people don't realize I'm my own record label, my own publishing company, I'm a publicist, I do everything.
That's good, bro.
I mean, I'm a one-stop shop deal. You call me, I'll get you in an interview of whatever you want. But my whole thing is you have to know how to properly produce the music. So then people wonder why they're not making money. Well, if it's not properly put out right,
yes, sir. How
can we capitalize?
I agree with you. A lot of people don't know really the game. They just think artists is just putting music out.
I'll give you now. This is exclusive only for the Yellow Taxi podcast.
Yes, sir.
You're about to see me right now do a song, me and Steph G. All right, one of the hottest females out now. Shout out to Steph G and her whole management. Her song Waterproof. I love it. You know, there's just certain females that, you know, I look at and I target, and I know you're gonna see me do something with Chrissy Band. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have things that are in the work, and then it's a little different for me for this. Sometimes a lot of rappers, like hardcore male rappers, don't usually write choruses or melodies. I do all of that. So when I come at you with a song, I probably wrote the whole song and just need you to fill in your 12 or 16 or your 8. And that's usually what happens.
If anybody want to find you, can you give them your info?
Of course. You can find me everywhere on Instagram at Lazaris the Top Don, Lazaris, the word duh, no ebonics, but rest in peace, Big L, TOPDON. If not, you can make sure that you follow me on my website, www.topdonempire.com. Log on, join the nation. That's not an AI robot. That's me. I really answer. If you don't want to do that, you could just hit up on my Instagram or message on the DM. I'll answer my DM and my messages. You can hit my contact. My email is there. My email is LazarusPromotions@gmail. For when you're looking at me for parties, if you're looking at me for music, that one you got to hit me up directly. I don't put that email out because sometimes people send you spam, and I'm all about the business.
Thank you, Lazaris. That was a pleasure having you on my podcast. I wish you the best. And I'll see you next time.
You already know, man.
Thank you, Maji.
Make sure
Thank
y'all
you. I
tune
appreciate
into
you.
the Yellow Taxi podcast.
I appreciate you, Maji. Thank you.
Top Don over and out.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Your boy Lazarus, the Top Don. Come on, man. You know I had to slide here to Harlem and all that. Represent the BX, even though it's HBO only. The Yellow Taxi podcast. Y'all already know, man. We here live in effect, baby. Make sure y'all tune in.